Best country bass lines. Today we're covering On the Road Again by Willie Nelson. If you haven't followed the videos I have, best country bass lines. Today's bass line is going to be On the Road Again by Willie Nelson. And if you didn't see the last video, I have a list of 10 top-notch walking bass lines that you want to learn, and I'm breaking them down as we go. But if you see one that you want to have broke down for you, or that you'd like to hear first, definitely leave me a comment down below. I'll be glad to hit that one first. But if not, I'm just going to go down the line, down the list of them, and the first one's On the Road Again. Now this is a great country song. So if you're new here, I'm done with the bass instructor of the How to Play Bass online course at iwantoplaybass.com. Jump over there, subscribe, become a member for free, get a free ebook on how to set your bass up from intonation to setting up the action. Everything you need to know right there in that ebook for free once you subscribe. And this is I Want to Play Bass, your YouTube channel, everything bass, all kinds of tips on bass guitar, a lot of cover songs, classic rock, country stuff, all kinds of good stuff here. So definitely subscribe here, hit that bell notification, get on loop, and don't miss a beat. So back to what we were talking about, On the Road Again. This song is in the key of E, a great song, great bass line, moves throughout there, and just a fun song to play. You know, it's been around forever, and it's just one of your traditional country songs that people love. Now the bassist on this particular album was Dan B. Spears. Now he was Willie's bassist for 40 years, passed away a few years ago, and he's just, most of Willie's music had Dan B's on the bass. This is one of his bass lines. Just great how the phrasing and everything just works. It just makes that song, it makes country songs just sound so country and have that traditional feel. So like I said, this is in the key of E. Okay, E major. And I like to talk about hand positions, where they should be on the fretboard, and I try to break those down into, you know, simple 3, 4, 5 positions on the fretboard. Just helps break things down and just simplify it. You want to simplify it because if you look at the fretboard like this, it just kind of looks big and there's a lot of notes on it that you're looking at. So if you break it down into hand positions, it just gets a lot easier. So this particular one, I would say, was in the first position. Okay, and that first position's right there. You've got the open position, which is utilizing the open strings. Then you've got your first position, starting on the first fret. Okay, so I would say this was in the first position. You want to have your second finger here, but we're doing the standard country 1-5 move here. We're starting on E, we're doing the 1 to the 5. And it starts off, this bass line, actually the intro of this song is the bass. So it's pretty cool. It's just that right there though, but it is, you know, bass doesn't really stand out a lot in a lot of country music, but this, but it's there. It's the foundation to country music, but it's not really prevalent in the front. It's not the front runner. But in this particular song, they have it start off the intro. And then Willie comes in on guitar. So the bass line comes in. Willie comes in on guitar, still doing the 1 and the 5, E and B. Then it goes up a little chromatic walk up to the G sharp. A little chromatic walk up to the G sharp, and then the 1, the 4, the 1, the 5. Back to the octave, okay? So the G sharp, D sharp to the G sharp, and then we start the 1-5 move here. G sharp to D sharp, G sharp to D sharp, okay? And then he does the D sharp to G sharp, and then to F sharp, C sharp to A, okay? So that line, that chord progression is a Willie's music is not your standard traditional music. The chord progressions aren't your basic 1-4-5 moves. This particular chord progressions a 1-3-2-4 chord progression, and then a 5-1, kind of like the 5-1 turnaround, like a blues turnaround. So that's the chord progression here, the 1-3-2-4, and the 1 is the root, the E, the 3 is the G sharp, the 2 is the F sharp, the 5 is the 4 is the A, and then you've got the 5, which is B to the E, okay, to the 1. And that B, that 5 isn't always used going to that 1. It is in this particular, in the beginning of the verse, but then it just goes right to the 1 from the 4, okay? So that's a 1, 3, 2, 4, and then in that half, in that first part, 5, 1. Okay, so that's your chord progression here. So, you know, not your standard easy, you know, boring stuff. That's what makes this bass line feel like it's moving along this song, and it's just part of the melody. You know, that chord progression is part of that melody. Just real tasteful. That's why this song has stuck around for so long and is still popular today, because of that, the choice of phrasing and choice of chord progressions to back up that melody. So back to the song, we've got at the beginning we've got Willie's guitar comes in. Now we start. So we walk up and go to the A, and that's what makes this song, is that chord progression. F sharp, C sharp, A, and then E, and then B, and then back to the top. And then he does a little walking line back to that E just to start that verse over again, to take us right to the top. You know, like I said, that's like the turnaround. E to the E to the B is the turnaround. Then we come back to the top, and then that brings us to the big top right there. We get to the E, we get back to the top, but we're not at the very top. We're at the E, we're at the 1, we're home again, but then we bring the top right there. Once we do that little walk, we're at the top, the beginning of the verse, okay? The very bar 1 of the next phrase, the next verse. So that's going to sound like this right here. So that is the first verse of it, and that's the first half. That's one full verse, yep, and then they do probably, I think there's like 2 verses in there. So that again is going to be E to B, chromatic walk from F sharp, G to G sharp, and then down to D sharp, the 4th, the 5th, and then down to the octave, the G sharp, and then do the G sharp and D sharp move, and then do D sharp to G sharp to F sharp, C sharp, A, E, B, back to the home, back home to E, and then we do a little, you gotta watch your timing here, you've gotta jump on that B a little sooner than you want to do here. Okay, so you've got to go E, B, C sharp, D, E, and then you start over. Okay, so that's the verse. It repeats that a couple times, and then when it goes to the chorus, it goes from we walk to that, we get to the A, okay, and then before we go back to the B, we go to the A, and then the E, and then we come back to the A. Okay, then we go to the A, and we just do the A to the E, okay? This will be the verse going into the chorus, okay? It goes just like this. go back into another verse, and they just do that chorus twice. And then it goes back into another verse. Same thing, same line exactly. The only thing that might change is instead of going to this low, sometimes he'll hang on that the higher note instead of the lower note. Okay, listen to it and do it however you want to do, because he just mixes it up a little bit. But as you get more familiar with it, you can do that as well. Okay, so then it goes another another verse, chorus, a verse with a solo over it, little guitar solo, same line. He's soloing over this part. And then at the end, instead of going, when we go to the one little lick that I left out there, they do in the intros. After the very first intro, they beef it up a little bit. Okay, so they just do that little lick there. Once they go to the A, they go to F sharp, G sharp, A. They go to the A, and they do a G sharp, A to B, and then they do a C sharp, D to E, and then they do the little B, C sharp, D, E lick. Okay, and then in there, there's a little break in there. I think it's right after that verse. They do a little, when they do the G sharp, A to B, they do another F sharp, G sharp, B, and then they kind of break right there, and they come back in. Do a little break there, that's in there, and then the ending is they just go to they come to the A, and then they do that little walk from G sharp to A to B, and then C sharp, D to E, and then they do it again, G sharp, A to B, C sharp, D to E, and they end it right there. That's the end of the song. Okay, so hopefully that helped you out. If not, leave me a comment, let me know. I can clarify anything going on in there. But that is the bass line there. Like I said, he changes a little bit. Maybe instead of doing an octave, a low G sharp, play the higher G sharp. And in there, and that's typical country stuff right there. They do that. Just watch your rhythm coming from that E, walking back to the E, walking back to the top of the verse. Okay, just watch that little rhythm there. Just get that in there. Just play along with the song and just tighten it up with it. But that's everything you need to know. Key of E. Basically, you know, it does move through hand positions, but that's fine. You just get there, get it, whatever works for you. And like I said, if you need more help on dialing in your style, your technique, and your music lessons, jump over to iwannnaPlayBass.com. It's all there. And just get well on your way to reaching your bass playing goals, okay? So that'll be it. That's today's lesson on the road again. Hope you got some value out of that. If you did, help me help you, and hit that like button. And I'll catch y'all on the flip-flop in the next videos. Bye for now.